I can't believe this idea has only kind of just materialized in my mind over the past few days, because the two characters that are at the very center of this scenario have been rumored to return for months at this point, and they've been confirmed to being crystallized for ages now. But for some reason, these two characters and the potential for a pretty crazy story surrounding them just never really crossed my mind. However, all of this changes today. I'm not going to waste any more time with this intro, so let's just begin. Oh, and quick disclaimer, this could be pretty insane if it actually comes true. So Garmadon in Crystalized, he's one that's been almost set in stone since the Garmadon comics released, and so we had information that these Garmadon comics existed last October, so we've had around, what, 8 months now already, since we've kind of got this hint that Garmadon will probably be playing a role in the next season. And I mean, when we got the new set images and got all of those rumours, we've still known for months anyway, and then with the new trailer and whatnot, Garmadon has definitely been solidified to be returning in this season. Harumi, almost the same thing. We knew she was kind of going to be returning for months, we just didn't really know in what form she was going to be returning. But now we know that, yeah, she is definitely here. And so, why am I bringing up Garmadon and Harumi? Well, honestly, some of you guys may still be wondering why, and honestly, I don't even blame you. I'm not too sure why this just keeps slipping my mind, but the Oni trilogy, Season 8 and Season 9. Garmadon and Harumi had a huge relationship in those 2 seasons. Harumi obviously idolized Garmadon and returned him in the first place, but now things are getting a little bit weird because, well, they are fighting on opposite sides, it would seem. From everything we can tell so far, Garmadon is almost being a mentor to Lloyd at this point, helping him kind of balance out his Oni form to defeat the Overlord. We're not really 100% sure on what Garmadon's stance on, well, good and evil is. I'd imagine he's probably becoming more neutral, but whatever the case, wherever Garmadon is kind of at right now in terms of that, we know that he is fighting against Harumi in some way or another. Harumi is with the Overlord and is trying to defeat Lloyd and all of that. So these two are on different sides. This leaves a very sticky situation, if you want to call it that, because if we remember Season 9, well, Garmadon essentially unofficially adopted Harumi and kind of saw her as his daughter, the child that supported his dark side that he never really had before. And they had a really deep relationship going in terms of that. Garmadon really did trust Harumi. Harumi was basically his servant, his main servant, I guess you could say, and they obviously had a really strong connection. So seeing them on complete opposite sides this time, going at each other, trying to kill one another, I guess, it's pretty wild, and I'm not too sure how these two characters would react. I'm just kind of imagining it in my mind, and it sounds pretty insane. I'm not too sure if Garmadon would try and make sense of it all and almost try and sway Harumi and tell her that what she was doing back then was completely wrong, now that he's changed up a bit and is not as evil as he once was. I'm not too sure if something like that would happen. And as for Harumi, I'm not too sure what she would even have to say to Garmadon. Whatever the case, it's going to be pretty awkward, to say the least, seeing these two have a huge drastic change and have that connection that they had so deeply in Seasons 8 and 9 just vanish entirely. It's pretty wild, to say the least, but regardless, this could make for an incredible story, arc, whatever you really want to call it. Just seeing these two interact at least once or twice would be, overall, just absolutely insane, and is something I am just dying to see happen in the season. So with all of this being said, what do you think about this? I just wanted to kind of bring up this possibility to you guys. I, for one, have not even thought about this until pretty much yesterday, and I really wanted to just bring up this idea overall to all of you. It's not really much of a theory as much as it is just kind of bringing up something that I would love to see happen. But with all of this being said, yeah, drop your thoughts down below and obviously in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. With all of this being said, drop a like on today's video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you did enjoy today's video, you will love my other content that I put out on a daily basis. And also hit that notification bell so you guys can be the first to watch my new content the second it comes out. And with all of this being said, I'll see you all in my next one, releasing very soon. Goodbye.